Good morning once again, dear students, and we are all set to begin our English language class. And today we are going to take up something which we have not discussed so far, though you already know that it is part of your syllabus. We are going to discuss the statement of purpose, SOP or SOP or statement of purpose, whatever way you want to call it. It's part of your report writing question. It can come in question number 2 in your English language paper, and it carries 20 marks, and you must complete the statement of purpose in 300 words. Now, before we begin, let us try to understand what statement of purpose actually means. Statement of purpose is supposed to be all about yourself. If you put it in simpler terms, it is about yourself that you are going to write. And statement of purpose is generally asked for when you seek admission in some renowned college or university. So, going by the trend of the modern world, this is a very important piece of document which almost every good university or college asks for when you want to take admission for a particular course in such a college. Now, statement of purpose serves the purpose of identifying who you are, what are your aspirations, what course you want to pursue, in what way you want to utilize the facilities provided by that institution which you want to join, and ultimately what you want to achieve at the end of your course. So the statement of purpose should be a summing up of all these facts, and it should be written more or less like an essay about yourself. But then, just as in case of an essay, so also in case of the SOP, you must have distinct parts in this statement of purpose, that is introduction, body and conclusion. Now we are going to discuss step by step all these aspects, and I am going to show you some samples also through this video so that you get a rough idea about how to go about it. One more important thing is that in real life, when they ask you for a statement of purpose, they expect you to write an essay about yourself and the course you want to take up in about 800 to 1000 words. But the council prescribed syllabus which you have for class 12 board examination does not really ask you to write such a big statement of purpose. It is part of your report writing and it carries only 20 marks, and the word limit specifically mentioned is 300 words. So let us first try to understand what this statement of purpose is all about. Let's look at the basic format or the contents of this statement of purpose so that you have no problem in framing the statement of purpose if it comes in your board examination. So first and foremost, on your screen you can see SOP or statement of purpose. What is it? I'm zooming in so that you can see clearly. To you, what is it to you? Your statement of purpose is a description of who you are, what you do, how you got here. Here means that institution where you are seeking admission. How did you find out about that place? Why exactly are you there? And what you want to do next? And what is it for the institution where you are seeking admission? Your SOP is the institution's way of getting to know who you are apart from your grades and your resume. So, whatever grades you have scored in your ISC boards, that is there. Your mark sheet, your certificate is there. At the time of admission, you are providing that. And you also have to provide a resume. If necessary, certain institutes will ask you for it. But apart from that, they will ask you for the statement of purpose. Now comes the point of how to write the statement of purpose. So let us see on the screen this time how to write it. This is a diagrammatically explained method. We will go step by step when we write the statement of purpose. Now just see step number 1, start well in time. Okay, that is not applicable for you because you have 3 hours of time for writing your English language paper. Within that time you have to write all the answers including the statement of purpose. So that does not apply directly in that sense. Step 2, this is very important, that's why it's with red. Understand the university guidelines. Before you go for admission to a particular university or college or institution, you must definitely go through its website, learn about it, know all the details about that in university, the courses offered by it, the fee structure, the facilities that you can possibly get. Everything is there in the website, or else you can go through the prospectus. So here when you are writing about a particular institution where you are seeking admission in your English language paper, it has to be more of your imagination. If you don't have concrete data about a particular institution, you can always imagine and write about, or keeping in mind those points and facts, you can write about. Then next comes step 3, that is ideate, meaning to say once you have got the concept, put in some ideas of your own. Then step 4, create a framework for your essay. Step 5, utilize points from your resume, experiences, inspiration. So all this is not required. Step 6, construct your SOP. It is normal to have 10 to 12 drafts. So that is in the real sense, but when you are writing for your board exams, you need not do so many drafts and all those things. So this is for writing the statement of purpose in real life. So anyway, just to give you an idea, that is, you must always prepare well this particular document. It is, as I told you in the beginning, an essay about yourself. So then next is get help, ask people to read your SOP and edit it. So this is for the real life SOP. Here it does not apply. Step 8, all done, your dream school awaits, school or college or institution. Anyway, so next let us come to the steps that we must follow. See, first on your screen is introduction. This is not self-introduction. You don't say in the beginning, I am so and so and I live in so and so place. Don't say like that. Okay? Introduce the academic field of interest. That is the introduction. You must mention that you are interested in a particular course or curriculum of that institution or that college or that university. Mention that. That should be your introduction. Write how and why it interests you. Then what do you aspire or hope to do in this domain? Why it is interesting for you, that particular course, why you want to take it up, and how you are going to use that course to help you build your career in future. So all those things should come in a paragraph, and that is your introduction, but don't make it a very lengthy paragraph. Then background, academic information of either school or college. These are the things which you must have in mind beforehand. The background is nothing to be written in your statement of purpose, but it has to be remembered and utilized when you are writing. Academic information of either school or college, industrial exposure and training experience, professional experience if any, must include extracurricular in UG and MBA, etc., etc. Then why this course? Specify why you want to pursue this particular course, discuss the course curriculum, explain the skills you would enhance during the course. More or less the same thing which you said in the introduction. In short, now you can elaborate. So all this is part of the body of your statement of purpose. Make separate paragraphs for each of these points if necessary. Career goals can also become a separate paragraph. That is, once you complete the course, what are the career prospects and what are the goals that you have? What aim do you have? Clearly specify your goal Immediately after this course, portray your long-term plans. Never talk about staying in foreign country for long, etc., etc. Then why this university? Why you want to take admission in this particular institution or university or college? Specific features of the university that attract you, how its exposure would help you realize your goals, and finally a separate paragraph of conclusion. So you see, these are the body paragraphs. There is an introduction in the beginning, then 2 or 3 body paragraphs, and ultimately you reach the conclusion. In conclusion, sum up what you have written. Do not write anything about financial assistantship. So anyway, this is how the structure of the statement of purpose should look like. Now let us see a few examples. Now on your screen is the first statement of purpose. See the introduction. First of all, heading is statement of purpose. What is not shown here in this example is that after writing the heading, leave a line and just below the heading in the center, write by and your full name. Write by, put a colon, write your full name. Then again leave a line, then begin with the introduction. As a student of international studies, I felt it is extremely important to tackle human problems. Do you observe? The person concerned is not saying I am so and so living in so and so place. You are talking directly about what you want to do. Come to the point straight away. Don't beat around the bush. Don't give your self-introduction. My enthusiasm was coupled with scope for innovations and opportunities available in geographical information system. I am intrigued to pursue my education in the multidisciplinary profession of geographical information systems, as I hold strong interest to work on application development, information management within public or commercial sectors, sales and marketing, and spatial analysis. So you have made it very clear in the introduction itself what interests you and what course therefore you are going to do and how is it going to benefit you in the long run. So 3 things must come in your introduction. Then move on to details. So paragraph changes and subsequently you have further paragraphs. So that's how it has to be done. Then there is another example here on the screen before you. This is statement of purpose. Always the heading is statement of purpose. Masters in education, that's a subheading, and don't forget to mention by and your full name below that. So here you can see I was born in a suburb area in India as a son of a construction worker. Education is as precious as a diamond. Living with 4 siblings, my dream of, notice that you are giving the status or the family status to which you belong, but you are not saying I am so and so and I live in so and so place. So don't do that. So in this way, the introduction, you can see it's on your screen. I am zooming in for you. You can take a screenshot if you want, and you can use this as an example when you are writing your statement of purpose. So then the paragraph changes after. See, the introduction can be quite big. This is printed matter. So when you are going to write this paragraph of introduction, you will find that it becomes quite big. It's not a very small paragraph of introduction. In case of statement of purpose, introduction will also contain information both about who you are, what course you want to do, and how do you want to benefit from it. 3 things should come in. Therefore, it has to be a bit more elaborate than an introduction in an essay. So then they change the paragraph, and in this way go on till you finish. Here is another example, MBA statement of purpose, again on your screen. You can take a screenshot, the previous one also if you have not taken. So this is the previous one, and then let's move on to the next one. MBA statement of purpose, you can take a screenshot. See how it begins. It begins like an essay. I told you it is an essay about yourself. A statement of purpose is nothing but an essay about yourself. In every way possible, make it attractive, make it stand out, so that when the admission cell of that particular institution or college goes through it, the members of the admission cell will definitely be attracted by your words, the way you have written, the phrases you have chosen to describe yourself. Just look at this example. If a tree falls in a forest and nobody hears it, does it still fall? Even the best business ideas require a savvy marketing strategy in order to become viable. So this is for MBA, business administration. Therefore, you are talking about business. So whatever be the course that you want to take up after your 12th boards, your statement of purpose should be focusing on that. Always keep that in mind. By this time, when you are halfway through class 12, you must have already decided, made up your mind already as to which stream or which course you are going to do after you complete your 12th standard. So accordingly, prepare your statement of purpose. So again, the paragraphs you can see, and finally the conclusion. So I'll stop here, pause here for a while so that you can take a screenshot and then move on to the next part. Again, you can take another screenshot. You can pause the video and take the screenshot also. So here is yet another sample statement of purpose. Statement of purpose for PhD in psychology. How do you write a statement of purpose for PhD in psychology? If you want to do a PhD, how do you write it? So again, the name is not mentioned, so it should be mentioned after the heading, statement of purpose. No need of giving a subheading. Straight away leave a line and write by and your full name, first name and surname. Then again leave a line and start with the introduction, then make body paragraphs, and finally make a conclusion. So in this way, there is one more example, graduate school statement of purpose, right on your screen right now. You can take a screenshot. So why have I provided so many samples, so many specimens? So that you have a good idea about different types of statements of purpose. Here's yet another one. You can see here on your screen. So this is the same one which I had shown earlier. So you can take a screenshot once again. So I guess I have been able to make you understand what a statement of purpose is all about. It has to have a heading which should be statement of purpose, then it has to have your name, then it has to have an introduction, then it has to have a few body paragraphs, and finally a conclusion. It has to follow the format of essay writing, and always remember it's about the course you want to pursue, and it's all about yourself and your future goals and aspirations. So I hope this video is going to help you in framing the statement of purpose. Now what you have to do is, in your Total English textbook, you have to look for a question where they have asked you to write a statement of purpose. There are several practice papers in Total English book 12. So go through the practice papers and see in which practice paper they have asked you to write a statement of purpose. If you find one, please do it in your English language exercise book and keep it ready. When the school reopens, you have to show it to me. Thank you very much.